Right, I can finally bring you the results of my dyeing. There's a lot of it. Right, I've had great fun basically. Let me talk you through what I've done. So I got a set of procion dyes. Um, I had some velvet from Ocado. I can't remember what they were called. Contrado. And it was a scrap pack. I'm thinking it was a fabric that procion dyes will not dye, basically, because although I got this very, very light, it was white, it was bright white before. I got this very, very light bluey, purpley colour. I just love this stuff. It's so soft, but it would not dye. Every time I tried it, soaked it in soda ash, did all the stuff, and no, nothing. So I'm thinking it's all man-made fibres, that one, which is not what procion dyes dye, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm no expert, believe me. So anyway, they were a bit of a disaster. So can't remember if I told you. I contacted a company up in the north of England, and he had a load of cotton velvet. So he said I ordered 2 meters because as I say, I know it dyes cotton, and he rang me and he said, well, it's got stains on it and blah blah blah, I'll send you 4 for the same price. And I went, well, all right then. To be honest, it all washed out. I pre-washed everything, all the stains washed out, so cheers mate. Yeah, so anyway, I had great success with these. Soaked them in soda ash, and well, I pre-washed them, soaked them in soda ash overnight basically. Some of a couple of them were like 12 hours because I was it was a work week. So and then laid them out. This one I did in the garden because the weather was all right. This one I had to do indoors, so I just covered my kitchen side with the cling wrap from doing this one because I'd saved all the plastic. So yeah, I laid it all out. It's gone a bit stripy, but it's a huge piece. Let me just see. I can't get you up any higher. You'll see my really messy desk now. Just a tip. Yeah, so I've got all sorts of colours going on in here, and it's almost like a crushed velvet. It's not as smooth as that other one, but it's rather nice. And it's sort of, yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, anyway, it's cotton because it dyed beautifully. So I did stripes, obviously you can probably see that, up to the sort of darker purpley colours. And then this is the other side, and it's double the width, if you like. I can't get it all on screen, so I apologise. But yeah, the really brights and what have you. Okay, so that's that one. This was the second one I did. So the first one is that one there. I say I did this out in the garden, and this one is completely wacky, but yeah, I love it. It's great. The whole idea, I want to make mushrooms. This is what I'm doing this for. But yeah, so I've actually cut a piece off of this one somewhere. I'm in the process of making mushrooms, but yeah, other projects have taken over. So yeah, this is very different colours. Well, it's the same colours, but this is more intense. Yeah, I really loaded this piece up with colour, but again, it's got a lovely sheen to it, and it feels lovely. But I must say, this feels like velvet. It's a rough velvet, let's put it like that. But then I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it, because I do. It's lovely, and I love the colours. But yeah, depending on how or where you put them, these are the sort of, you know, you end up with all these weird and wacky things. So that was the cotton velvet. Success, hurrah. I was so relieved when it finally worked. When that other lot failed, I just washed everything off into like a big tub, and I left it out in the garden. And I had these linens, and I thought, you know, I was so annoyed that them one's not working. I just chucked this one in and left it there, and then I promptly forgot about it. So about 3 days later, I went out and rescued it, and it's gone this sort of really deep orangey ginger colour, which is quite amazing actually. Yeah, so all those colours mixed together, that's what they kind of make. But yeah, that's a piece of vintage linen that's got all those marks on. Again, at the same time as doing the multicoloured one, I did this tablecloth. It was very badly stained, this tablecloth, so I had no qualms about dyeing this one. But yeah, the colours didn't take too well. I don't think I'd done it properly. I think I've learned in the last 2 weeks that I've been doing this. You'll see 2 weeks worth of videos. I've learned it is all about the soda ash and getting the, getting the, I can't remember what it's called, the mordant, getting the stuff in the fabric that makes the dye stick to it. And also the strength of the dyes. I think it was very, very weak when I put the dyes on this one, whereas on the other one I'd learned that actually, you shouldn't hold back too much. So I was putting in like a tiny tidge and you needed more. So anyway, there's more of that, and this was the other side of that tablecloth which got dumped in the garden, and I just hung it on the line. I can't remember. I think I put that in at the same time as these. Yes, I'm pretty sure I did. So they just sort of ended up coloured, but not overly coloured, if you like. Also chucked in this because it's going to go to making my mushrooms. And then I played around with threads. So I had a big ball of, I think it was Anchor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Anchor. Anyway, thread. And I wound it off of the big ball into a skein, which I'm just trying to. I've got to sit and do this tonight because it's got a little bit. Yeah. So I'm going to sort it out. But this one is the first one I did. This is like a third of what I dyed because I've got this here and it's quite nice, but this is all the same. I put the thread in a kilner jar, a pickling jar, and just tipped the dye on top of it and just left it basically. So this was the outer and that was the inner. Can you see how much it penetrated all the different colours? So yeah, so that's very interesting, that. But I had meters and meters. I mean, on these little things here are 10 meters, so you can imagine. So that's 40 meters I've taken off already. I've got this, and then it went on to make this as well. So I over dyed, but I'm not happy with. It's kind of okay, but I might over dye this again. I mean, it's got a little bit of green in there, but I might over dye it again with the brighter, with the greens and the purples and that. So yeah, because it's a little bit bland. It's a bit blah, quite frankly. It's very brown. But then if you're doing nature stuff, I mean, it's blooming perfect, isn't it? Because I say you have got the variance in the variety in the colours there. So it's subtle, but it's there. And this one, I'm calling this one a big success. Again, this was off of a bigger ball, basically. And yeah, it's got all the colours really, really nice. That one came out lovely. And I've actually been stitching with that one today. So I've been doing my colour journal of colour inspiration journal. I'm getting it. So I've been stitching with that thread on here today. So yeah, so it's all good. So this one I'm going to wind off. I'm quite happy with this one. I can say I like this one, and I'm going to, I mean, I don't need all this, so I'll be selling some of it if you want some. But the same as the velvet. I don't need that much velvet. So, but this I want to over dye. It'll all pull out. It's all just kind of, because I put it in a like a net bag to stick it in the washing machine. I put it all through the washing machine. So it's just got a little bit wrinkly from there, so it's fine. But I'm going to hit it with some more colours Probably do that later actually. So I need to re-soak it. I need to wash it. I've got some synthropols rather. Then I need to, so that'll take all the whatever's on here off. Then I need to soak it in soda ash, and then I need to chuck the dye at it, let it sit overnight, and then see what it's like in the morning. See if we can get some different colours in there. So there we are. That's my dyeing experiment. I'm probably going to do a lot more, but at the moment I have got so much stuff around me that I'm done for a minute. But yeah, I definitely going to be making mushrooms. And I don't know what I'm going to make out of this. I mean, this too would work for, well, it'd work for anything. I mean, it's just fabric at the end of the day. And this is a huge piece. So, yeah, quite sort of, you know, pretty. Do rainbows and things. I don't know. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to link all these videos together now that I've been filming over the last 2 weeks. You'll see the failure one of this. And then this is the success at the end of it. So, yeah. That's it. Nothing else to report. So, see you next time. Bye.